Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a hilarious story about roommates, a fridge, and some stolen chili sauce. But you're going to want to stick around because the story itself is really only half the picture. The way it's being told might just be a glimpse into the future of digital publishing. Let's get into it.
So, let's just kick things off with a question that kind of flips the whole YouTube formula on its head, right? What if the most important part of a video wasn't actually the video? I know it sounds a little weird, but it is the exact idea behind the creative experiment we're breaking down today.
See, what we're looking at here is so much more than just a funny story. You've got to think of it as a complete digital package. It's a short story, yeah, but it's also a creator's manifesto on how to use AI and a publishing experiment all rolled into one.
Okay, so let's really break this thing down. We're going to look at the anatomy of this digital artifact. And to do that, we need to start right where the creator himself tells us to, with his notes on exactly how and why he made it.
Before we even get to the whole fridge theft situation, the creator, Elijah Christopher, gives us a set of disclaimers. And look, this isn't just some boring fine print. It's basically the instruction manual for understanding the how and why of this entire project.
Right off the bat, the creator makes this really crucial distinction. He's not using AI replacement, where you just tell an AI to write a story for you. He calls his method AI assistance, a process where a human is still firmly in the driver's seat, editing, curating, and shaping the final work. And this chart here really makes the difference crystal clear. On one end, you've got your traditional 100% human creation. On the other end, you've got AI replacement with very little human input. The creator places his work right smack in the middle, in this AI assistance category, where technology is there to enhance human creativity, not to replace it.
And I mean, he puts it plainly himself. This is not 100% human or 100% AI, it's a hybrid. This kind of transparency about the partnership between a human creator and technology is a core part of this whole project.
He also includes a really important cultural note. The characters are nicknamed Mr. Ghana and Mr. Nigeria, but he stresses that they're just fictional individuals, not stand-ins for entire nations. It's a really proactive way to avoid stereotypes. So with that context all set, let's get to the story itself.
All right, time for the main event, the great fridge theft. This is the narrative at the very heart of the experiment. A simple, super relatable conflict that escalates in a seriously clever way. So let's meet our players. First, you've got Kofi, or Mr. Ghana, and he's our victim. His prized possession, his mother's homemade Shito sauce, is mysteriously disappearing. And then we have Tunde, Mr. Nigeria, the prime, and let's be honest, the only suspect in this culinary crime. What makes this story so great is Kofi's methodical response. He doesn't just get angry and confront his roommate. Nope. Instead, he lays out this brilliant four-step plan for justice. The guy basically turns into a detective in his own kitchen.
So, after noticing the sauce is getting low, Kofi doesn't say a single word. He just walks to the fridge and draws a sharp line on the container with a marker. When Tunde asks what he's doing, Kofi delivers this perfect deadpan line. Chally, just maintaining inventory. For science. It's just a brilliant mix of passive aggression and dry humor.
And of course, the next day, the sauce level is below the line. But Kofi still doesn't confront him. Instead, the plan escalates. He takes a piece of Tunde's own suya, which is a type of spiced meat skewer, and just leaves it as bait in the fridge. The trap is officially set.
And Tunde takes the bait. The moment he does, Kofi appears and tapes a sign to the fridge. And this right here is the punchline of the whole story. Warning, theft of items will result in rough tribal justice. Mr. Ghana. It's the perfect, over-the-top conclusion to their kitchen Cold War.
But hey, remember that question from the beginning about the video not being the most important part? Well, this is where that whole idea comes into play, because the story is just the vehicle for a much larger experiment in platform strategy. This single sense from the creator is the key to the whole project. He states that for his creative outlet, Ton, the YouTube description field is the main stage. It's not just for links and credits, it's the storyboard itself. So here's how the Ton strategy works. The creator publishes the full story text right in the video description. The video itself might be a reading in English, Swahili, or another language, but the text is always there. He then uses that same space to promote his other works, building an entire literary ecosystem right inside of YouTube.
And this is clearly a long-term plan.
He lists upcoming series with these fantastic titles like The Juju Man in Canada and Jollof Wahala Babes. This isn't a one-off. It's a model for building a whole universe of stories using this unique method.
So why does all this matter? Why analyze a simple story about fridge theft? Well, because this whole experiment might just be offering us a little glimpse into the future of independent publishing.
You see, what we've analyzed today isn't just a story. It is a complete self-contained package. It has the creative concept, the content itself, and a built-in distribution model all in one place.
And that leaves us with a final question. In a world dominated by huge platforms, is this the new model for independent creators? Can they use these massive platforms in unconventional ways to build and share their work on their own terms? It's a powerful idea and one to think about long after the case of the great fridge theft has been solved.